Hello everyone. For today's video tutorial, we are going to explain how we can convert a decimal which is considered as recurring into a fractional form. So fractional form into recurring is way easier because your calculator can just simply press that one. But from recurring to fractions, it takes a little time how we can do it in the calculator. So we have three examples here, different type of numbers or different type of setup where we can give solutions on how we can convert these three digits or three numbers here, three decimals, into a form of fractions. So let's start first with letter C. So doing so, it's easier that you will represent it first with the variable that you are looking for. So x is a variable to look for. So it's gonna be 0.8 as the example for that one. The first thing you have to do is you have to multiply both ends. This is the first one. Multiply both ends with 10. The reason for that, because we want to get rid of our decimal here. We should have a whole number in the other side. So multiplying both sides will give you 10x equals to 8 point. Of course, the numbers here will go on and on. So that's the thing that you have to do first. Now we have the number 10 here and this number here, which is 8.88. The next thing you have to do is subtract this one with a value of 1x. So x can be disregarded. 1 can be disregarded, and just you can put x into it. While on the other end, you have to subtract the decimal values that is remaining, which is the recurring of 0.888. And then go on by subtraction. You will end up with 9x equivalent to 8. So now using the transposition, meaning dividing both sides by 9, so your x now is 8 over 9. So this is your fractional form of this particular 0.8, which is recurring digit. So that's the first number that we have there. Now let's move to the next question, G. Question G, we have this one here. It is x is equivalent to 0.618. So with this value, we have to look into a certain digits or tens, hundreds, or thousands that will make this recurring 618 into a whole number. So technically speaking, the number that you have to multiply for this, since this is 3 digits, so it's gonna be 1,000 here. So that gives you a new value of 1000x is equivalent to 618.618 and so on. That will do. Then after that, the same concept on the first one, because we only have one operation here, you just have to subtract this one here with negative x or negative 1x, and then the same concept, you just have to subtract the decimal value we have there, which is 618 infinite. Then do the concept. Now it's gonna be 999x is equivalent to 618. So in other words, your final answer for this particular question will be x will be equal to 618 over 999, and check your calculator if that is still possible to be reduced after doing so. So technically speaking, with the calculator itself, it will give you a reduction of, into simplest form, it's 206 over 333. So this is the final answer or the equivalent of this question, the equivalent of infinite 618 or 0.618. So that's the second example we have. So now let's move to the third examples given here. So let's make it remove this answer that we have on this side so that we can go on and make another example. So we have to find now an x is equal to 0.18, but if you observe the recurring, it's only happening after 1, which is the 8. So it's gonna be 18888. So how we can do that one? So this particular question requires two operations, okay? Requires two operation. All right, there are so many solutions for this, but actually this is it. For me, I like this method. So first things first is get this particular value that we have here, which is the 1, because this is not recurring. So you will have now this first, x is equal to 0.18. First multiply it with 10. So your first value will become 10x is equal to 1.888, whatever, you can have it there. So keep in your head that that is going to be your first value. Now let's move to the second one. The second one is we have to get rid of the 18 itself. So it's going to be x is equal to 0.18. Now this time you have to multiply it with, since these are two digits, so you have to multiply it with 100. So the new value would become 100x is equal to 18 point, no, it's not 1, it's 88, and so on. So now on that case, we can see that we have two values that is available already on our screen. So two values, which is the equivalent of that particular thing. So we are no longer using the 1x or the x alone, so we have to focus now on using these two. This will be your number 1 and this is your number 2. So how are you gonna do it? You will make it into 100x is equal to 18.88 and so on, and here it's gonna be 10x is equal to 1.88 and so on. So after doing so, the same concept now, subtract them, that will give you 90x is equal to 17. So with the method that we know, the only thing you have to do right now, it's simply transpose. I'm sorry for different colors I'm using. Okay, so it's gonna be 90x is equal to 17. So x will become 17 over 90. So this is gonna be your final answer, because 17 is already a prime number, so it can no longer be reduced. So I hope you have learned something on how we can convert with the three different type of numbers or different type of set. One with a single digit, one which is at least 3 digits into it, and the third one is one it's not recurring, but then 8 is recurring in here. So hope to see you again next video, guys. Thank you for the time. See you again. Bye bye.